right, let's take a look at how trick 3 works. We're starting to get really tricky here, but hopefully it's a nice treat at the end. So we start off with a mystery number. We'll just call that x for the sake of convenience. And the first direction is just to add 11.5 to it. So we've got x plus 11.5. Then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to multiply that by x. So when we multiply that by x, we have to multiply both x and 11.5 by x. To visualize that, we can think about the area model, right? Area of a rectangle is one side times the other, length times width. And so if one of those sides is x plus 11.5, it's some length x plus 11.5, and we multiply that by x, we can think about that as a rectangle with this height and this width. When we multiply it out, you can see that this part of the rectangle is x squared, and the area of this part of the rectangle is 11.5x. That's how we get x squared plus 11.5x. All right, so we've got that, and the next direction is to multiply that by x again. So now we can take that rectangle and extend it up into the third dimension. So you can see we're going to have x cubed plus 11.5 times x squared here. All right, the next direction is just to add 2x. So simple algebra here. We've got x to the third plus 11.5x squared plus 2x. Simple enough. Then we're going to add 4 to that, giving us this big term here. All right, we'll put that up at the top so we can kind of keep track of where we're going more easily. The next direction is to divide by x. So again, we've got to divide by every term here. We've got to divide that by x. So x to the third becomes x squared. X to the third is just x times x times x. So when you divide by x, it cancels those last two out, and it's just x times x, or x squared. Same thing here, 11.5x squared becomes 11.5x. 2x divided by x just becomes 2. And 4 divided by x becomes 4 divided by x. All right, now we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to divide every term by x, by the mystery number, because that was the next direction, giving us x plus 11.5 plus 2 divided by x plus 4 divided by x squared, because now this 4 has been divided by x twice. So it's divided by x squared. My next direction is just to take away the mystery number. So we can subtract this x at the front, giving us this part of the expression as our result. Then we're going to double it. So we double this. We also double this. 2 over x when we double it would be 4 over x. And 4 over x squared becomes 8 over x squared. Since we just doubled it, we have to double all of those terms. All right, let's put that at the top for our record keeping. Now the next direction is to multiply by x. So we multiply each part by x, giving us 23x plus 4. 4 divided by x times x gives us 4. And then 8 divided by x squared, when we multiply that by x, then it's just going to give us 8 divided by x, because the x that we're multiplying by will cancel out one of these x's we're dividing by. The next instruction is just to take away 4. So we're going to take that away. You can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get this simpler as we go. So I want to get rid of this term. I take away 4. The next thing we do is multiply by x. So 23x becomes 23x squared. 8 divided by x multiplied by x is just back to 8. Then we take away that 8, giving us 23x squared. And then we divide by x and divide by x again. So we divide by x twice. 23 times x divided by x gets us right back to 23. So no matter where you start algebraically, you're going to end up with that number 23. Now you can take the calculator out and you can go through this with any number you want. No matter where you start, it's going to end up in the same place because of awesome algebra. So that is the treat at the end of the trick. Hope you enjoyed.